All right, you ready to move on to... should we get it out of the way?
Yeah. It's that time to address the unfortunate Ashes series results. Connor, do you have any comments as we approach this topic?
Edgy, imperfect, confident, embracing.
That was the England team.
Is that right?
I'm sorry to break the news to you all, but they lost. Hey, they won a game, which is great. That's not nothing. That was the first time they've won since 2011.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not nothing.
One game
You know that...
by 4 wickets.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
won one game, yeah. Maybe you played that to rile me up. You had that footage of those guys in front of you at the Optus Stadium watching the game, going 5-0, 5-0. They're wrong, okay? They are wrong as they can get, because it is 4-1, not 5-0. So
I mean,
suck my fucking dick.
I hate to kind of tell you that, but 4-1 is
Pretty bad.
not good. Not good.
Right.
Buddy.
Well, that's what sucks because, like, you know, been watching the team for a while, been confident, been happy with, well, not necessarily like happy, but pretty good with how they've been playing in the past. I think the great thing about the Ashes is like it gets people involved who don't even like necessarily like watch cricket, and people are interested. People care a bit more than they normally do.
For sure.
So there's a lot of pressure on them, and I think they just buckled under the pressure. A lot of shit came out. So this Harry Brook thing is pretty nuts. So he's now the vice captain of England in Test cricket. He's gonna most probably be the future England captain. Now, apparently what happened here, this is just he said, she said, he would have been fired for this altercation, which I think is a bit harsh, but I guess we don't really know the full details. But basically there was a ODI, they did like an ODI game just before the Ashes in New Zealand, which people were acting like it was going to be a bit of like a warm-up game, even though ODI is a completely different format. The night before the game, I think the game's at like 2 p.m, he was like out drinking.
Oh boy.
With Jacob Bethel, who scored a century this week, and he got in like massive trouble. But the crazy thing is, they covered it up to come out after the Ashes had finished, which is pretty nuts. But he released a statement being like, I'm sorry and stuff. But basically he was too intoxicated to like enter the club. So
fined $60,000
yeah,
by the team's board and put on a final warning. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. So people are saying that like he would have just been fired if he wasn't like the captain.
Sheesh.
So it must be pretty bad. There's on one part.
So he got punched by a bouncer, it says, in a New Zealand nightclub.
Right, that's the thing.
On Halloween?
On October 31st. Yeah, so this wasn't long ago. The problem is, some people are saying boys will be boys.
Halloween.
Some people are saying that boys will be boys, you know.
Right.
But on the other end, you know, people are saying that this is pretty bad.
This is the max fine possible.
Yeah.
£30,000. Wow.
I don't really know how to feel about this because, like, you know, they've just lost the Ashes. There was the whole Ben Duckett thing in Noosa, which I actually, in that video where he was drunk, I actually don't even think that was even bad. And even the Aussies were saying that that was just, you know, they'd lost context. I think the worst part was that, like, his teammates just kind of, like, left him to, like, get an Uber home by himself. What are you reading?
I'm just reading the details. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Some Halloween. But he had a game the next day. He ended up getting, in that game he played the next day, he ended up getting like 130 though. Which doesn't really help it helps his case in the sense that like he still went on to give an insane performance. But yeah, the incredibly spooky Halloween. I know, it just sucks because it's just like, it's disappointing. I guess like part of it is, you know, when you take on these roles, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, and you're an ambassador of
the team.
The team. You wear the uniform. You represent you represent the club. And I think I think he's a year younger than me. I think he's like 26, 25. So he's just a young lad.
Did you see this?
He's a nice person.
England investigates Ben Duckett Noosa video.
Well, that's what I was telling you before.
Ashes tour, yeah.
This was a few weeks ago. That one I can actually defend. Even the Aussie media were like, this has been blown out of proportion. He was just trying to get an Uber home. He didn't do anything or say anything wrong. But yeah, the whole Harry thing is very interesting because they kept it secret until... When did the Ashes finish? On Thursday?
Yeah, this article is from...
Crazy. Like it's actually
today.
nuts.
No, this article was from Thursday, so 2 days ago. And yeah.
And he had a bat. He didn't play very well this series. He's played a lot better. There's just a lot of shit going on. It sucks. Like,
damn.
There's a lot to figure out. There's a lot to think about. I might go to the UK for the 27 Ashes. Maybe.
Another 4-1 result ahead of you.
I actually don't think so. And I know I've said this before. But I actually don't think so. I think there's going to be some retirements. Usman Khawaja retired this series. He's a huge player for Australia. He's their opener.
I see that.
He's a bit of a Suki Lala, but either way, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I don't think Harry's a bad bloke. Like, maybe I'm coping a little bit. Do I think maybe the dollar signs have got to his head a little bit? Probably. And, he's probably constantly told behind closed doors, you're going to be like the future captain of England. So, how does that not get to your head? But,
but how do you lose an Ashes 4-1 and not have like a team shake-up? Like, there's got to be...
Well, that's the big question. And
players getting moved around and
strategies
being rethought out.
Stokesy saying that. Brendan McCullum, who's the coach, is a bit of an arrogant fuck. Yeah, he was playing like Sudoku. Did I send you that?
Oh yeah,
Homie's playing Sudoku. Like he's always he's always got his feet up.
Oh come on.
He's starting to piss me off. I think the whole Bazball idea is actually a good idea, and I think there was a time and a place where it worked. But I do think that it really did come to a head this series as nothing short of a complete failure. But you do have to... I mean, I know it's kind of a meme to say this, but like they did win a game. The first time since 2011. I think...
It means nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing, Albo. I do generally think that like the team is very... There's people in that team who are incredibly talented. I definitely think there's people in that team who need to be dropped. And,
Scandal.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like, if you fuck up at work, you get dropped. So
I don't say that lightly.
I don't say it lightly. I really do. I really don't want to be that guy saying that shit, but
I think we picked the wrong one.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. Really, I mean, okay. Test cricket isn't back till like July.
Yeah.
So
all right.
There's like ODI games and some T20 shit, and there's a World Cup. So the good news for Dan is I probably won't be talking about it much.
Don't make me laugh.
And to be honest, I feel like I need a break because they've kind of really hurt me. Like people invest so much time and emotion into this, and it's like
two-day tests. We didn't mention that.
That is crazy.
2 instances of a 2-day test match in a single Ashes series. What are we doing?
Yeah, how much? I think together it was like 16 million was like lost. That is really bad. And also, like my mum asked me yesterday, like, what did you think of the series as a whole? And I just think it was super boring. Like it was like there was the India series that happened last year in July with England was so much better. It was so much better because it felt quite level. It felt like any team could win. And there was so much drama, and it was so fun to watch, and it was intense. And it was the kind of viewing where it was like, when it finally finished, I was like, I'm kind of glad it's over because like it was causing me so much stress. With this like Ashes series, like I'm glad it's over because I'm fucking sick of hearing about it. Like,
ready for it to be done.
It's just like they really need to go back to the drawing board. And was it a complete failure? They did win one. So I don't think you can say complete failure. Do I think there's definitely going to have to be some redundancies going around? I think so.
Yeah, I see it. I see a sad outcome.
And this is Connor's Cricket Corner.
Well, thank you.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset.
There you go.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for walking us through
That's okay.
the mind of the average England cricket fan in going into 2026. So, thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, the mind of the average Joe.
Yeah.
I might have killed myself if I thought I was responsible.
Don't worry, Alec. England might have a chance at the next Ashes.
I think they will. I'm thinking of. I think I might go back.
Both sides are genocidal, crazy war criminals. So I think we should all enjoy seeing how they die.
I think that's the appropriate way to wrap up that bit.
I said to Dan the other day, I was watching Doctor Who, and they mentioned that the English fought in South Africa, and I didn't know this. And I said it to you, and I was like, did you know this? And you're like, homie, name a country England hasn't conquered.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if you name a country, there's a good chance England
did you know about that war?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I have South African family, so I'm familiar with the imperialist history of South
I didn't know it was that war.
It kind of is.
I saw it happen twice, though.
Yeah,
it stopped, and then it happened again later on.
I am not qualified to tell you about the nuances of a South African history and English involvement in war in South Africa. But yes, there has been cases of that. Many such cases.
Both sides are genocidal,
basically.
crazy war criminals.
Yep, sounds about right. So, all right. Well, thanks, folks.